up, gang? We're gonna get right into it. So we had a big boxing weekend. We had Terrence Bud Crawford fighting Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez. Canelo. Anyway, then the fight that interested me more is we had my boy Monster Inoue. He was taking on Murjan Akhtaev. I can never pronounce this guy's name right, but Murjan Akhtaev, something like that. Anyway, from Uzbekistan. Now this guy, Murjan, has been calling out Inoue for like 2 years, saying, "Oh, you're ducking me, blah, 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 blah." Truth of the matter is he lost to Marlon Tapales and then, went down in the ranking. He just wasn't really relevant for Inoue. But everybody said he was dangerous. Inoue was like, okay, whatever, we'll do it. And they did it, and it was a wipeout. Inoue, he did fight a little more cautiously than usual, didn't go for the knockout. He actually boxed and was like, I'm going to make sure he didn't want to take any kind of hits or knockdowns, so he just played it safe and boxed and wiped the guy out, took basically every round. Inoue is a master. This guy, he just served up a master class in boxing. If he continues the rest of his career fighting the same way, instead of going for the knockout, he pretty much for sure... If Inoue continues to fight like this, pretty much safe boxing, not taking any chances, leaving himself wide open, he'll pretty much for sure go undefeated, securing his legacy. It's a good move. It's not my favorite move because I love watching him knock out people. But hey, he's got to do what he's got to do. He knows he's getting a little bit older. I don't blame him. Let's go back to the Terrence fight. Terrence Crawford. I can't say I'm the biggest fan of his. He hasn't had enough big fights. He had the one fight against Spence where, he wiped out Spence. But not enough big fights. He's not that active. Fights once a year. That's one thing people forget. These guys like Terrence Bud Crawford, Tank Williams, or Tank, these guys fight like once a year. They're not very active. Usyk fights maybe once, twice a year. Inoue fights 4 times a year, And maybe not every single one of them is like a top contender, but half of them are. At least half of them are like #1 contenders or champions, This guy's had 26 championship defenses and won them all. I think all of them are knockouts except for one. Inoue's on another level, master. He's the most exciting fighter there is to me on the planet. Bud, yeah, okay, I know everybody's going to give him pound for pound #1 for now, but once people start to see what Inoue's doing, anyway, once Inoue faces guys like Junto Nakatani, another pound for pound guy, and if he can take them out, and then maybe after that take on Jesse Bam Rodriguez, and then take them out. Once he has some couple of these big fights like that, he'll go down as probably pound for pound higher than Terrence. Of course, that depends on what Terrence does from here on out. I think he's probably going to retire, but let's say he doesn't retire. Let's say he keeps going and, fights like, I don't know, David Benavidez or Beterbiev or somebody like that, or Bivol. If he does something like that, then he'll take it again. But it's going to be pound for pound #1 is going to be between Inoue and Terrence Crawford. Usyk, there's nowhere for him to go. He's at heavyweight. He can't really go down or up in the weight classes. So it's going to be between Terrence Crawford and Inoue. My personal favorite is Inoue because Inoue is dominant. Terrence, he's great, but his fights are like, you don't know who's going to win. They're 50-50 all the way through the fight. You don't know. He's not really dominating. He wins, but he's not dominating. Inoue is dominant. Anyway, so it was a great weekend for fighting. Terrence and Canelo, they provided a pretty good fight. The undercard below that was actually better. Inoue masterclass. It wasn't, the most exciting Inoue fight because, he did knock the guy out. But he proved that he doesn't need to always knock him out. He can just box and win by points. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Tell me what you think. Who's pound for pound number one? What fights did you like? Did you stay up till 7 in the morning to watch Inoue, like I did? Yeah, please like and subscribe. Take care.